Good afternoon, class. Today we will learn our multiplication tables. Please answer these questions. 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4. Good job, class. So many of you know what the answers to 2 times 2 and 1 times 1 are. You may have every single multiplication table memorized in your head, which is fine, but do you really understand what 1 times 1 are and what 2 times 2 are? What if you missed the day on 12s? Students need to have a more intimate learning process with their teachers. This all stems from the love of learning and trusting our educators. What do you think of when imagining a classroom? I think of a group of students staring blankly at a teacher, very few listening and even less really understanding what the teacher is saying. Does that teacher really understand what the students understand and what they don't understand? It doesn't matter whether you get 100% on the quiz or 60%. What really matters is what stays with you. I hope the classroom of 2035 will have students engage with whatever they are learning. I would like students to not be afraid of asking questions. Furthermore, I would like all teachers to believe in their students and trust that they can achieve great things. Education is what remains after what one has forgotten in school. In order to adapt to a new system, we need to have a basis of where to start. How about Finland? The current U.S. educational system in America is based on a learn for a test and success versus failure philosophy. They measure their students and teachers on these tests, and that doesn't really seem to be working, does it? I think one key component that we are all missing is trust, which is the key to success in schools in Finland. One way teachers can show students that they trust them is by not having tests until middle school, but rather discussions and projects that demonstrate a student's grasp and understanding of a subject. In Finland, the government trusts school administrators. These administrators trust teachers, and teachers trust their students. In return, families trust everyone. This allows for a non-stressful environment for students to really learn from the well-trained and well-respected teachers. In Finland, standards are set by the government, but then the teachers decide how they achieve those standards in their classroom. The career choice of studying to become a teacher in Finland is regarded in the same way as a doctor or lawyer is in the U.S. One day in first grade, I had a math assessment. I had a feeling in my head that I wasn't going to do well. I had studied, but I just felt that way. I was so nervous. My teacher at the time, Miss Angle, believed in me and told me that I would do great, and she knew it. And that I was smart, but I was still nervous. But I thought about what Miss Angle said, and I pushed through. The day came that we were to receive our graded assessment. I held in my hand, afraid to look. She said, "Trust yourself, because I trust you and trust what you have learned." I looked at that test. I'd gotten everything right. This graph shows the current ranking of countries' tertiary graduation rate. The U.S. is ranked 15th, behind Portugal and the Netherlands. A big reason for this is that students don't love learning. A student should love the process of learning rather than being concerned with the end product of getting good grades. Let the teacher teach and have experiences with the student. Grades should not be the main focus, but rather the growth of a student. One day I was coming home from school and my mom asked the generic question of, "What did you do at school today?" I answered with, "I learned about William Shakespeare." "Well, what about Shakespeare?" I immediately started spitting out facts about Shakespeare in dramas and plays. And then my mother then asked, "Did you have fun?" Yeah, I did have fun. I had an epiphany that day. I had never associated having fun with learning. My experiences at Flint Hill have shown me how great teachers can be. Teachers can change someone's life in a positive way. I wish everyone in the U.S. could have the same opportunity. My life would not be as great without teachers. By 2035, I want everyone in the U.S. to have that same mindset. How do I dream of education in the future? That all students, wherever they live, whatever their background, that they love to learn and that teachers trust that they can do anything. Although the U.S. can never be like Finland, I think we can learn a lot by their example. We can't build the future for our youth, but what we can do is build our youth for the future. Thank you.